Hi, beautiful. Welcome to my new and I am a twin flame coach. I am an energy healer. I do quantum healing. I'm a hypnotherapist, past life regressionist, and of course, I do oracle and tarot readings. Much more than that. But this channel is apart from being a twin flame channel, I do give energy updates, what you can do to make your journey easier, smoother. For those who are my regulars, I welcome you and I appreciate you so very much. For those of you who have taken readings, I am grateful for all your orders, for your readings, for making appointments with me for energy healing. Hi Ravisha, welcome back. I'm so hoping Mishupi will join us and Vibha is going to be here any minute now, I hope. Okay. So I've just been welcoming everyone. I do look forward to all your questions, to all your comments, your likes, your shares. I'm so grateful because I'm not on any social media, and to keep me in the news feed you need to give it thumbs up. That's how, it depends, the algorithm counts, and that's when it goes to news feeds, and the more subscribers we have, the merrier for us. All right, so to answer some questions now, look at me, I did not bring my notepad where I had written down the questions, so now we have to rely solely on my memory or what I'm channeling right now. I do have my crystal ball, I do have my wand, so we are all set. I Today it will not be a very long one because one of the things I want to start with very quickly. And yes, though I have said I'm going to be doing A to Z of the twin flame journey, especially for those who are new to this, but this is something I really need to mention vis-a-vis those who have met the catalyst, okay, and they are finding now that the catalyst is leaving or will leave during this entire eclipse season, which is going to end around 11th of August is the last eclipse, but the energies of eclipse last at least 6 months, and after that there's going to be a full moon around 25th 26th of August, right? So that's why and plus there's a lot of things with Mercury retrograde and stuff like that. So but with the eclipse season, a lot of things are going to come to light. You're going to realize who is going to be in your life or not, who is meant to be. And this is not just about romantic interests, it's about friendships, it's about relationships. It can be family members, those who have been manipulating you, using you, trying to put you down. If you have certain people who have been using your emotions, your energy, because as light workers we do attract to us people who are needy, clingy, those who are broken and damaged. I'm not saying don't hold compassion or empathy for them, but they do suck you without giving you anything in return. There's no gratitude. They're narcissists, some of them are abusers. I'm going to be talking a little bit about toxic relationships today. In case I miss it in my flow, please one of you do just remind me that I need to talk about toxic relationships. So when all this illumination is happening prior to the eclipse season, or now, starting now till the end of August, the people who are leaving your life, be it jobs, colleagues, anything, especially relationships, allow them to go. Will you feel sad for some time? Yes, it, and unexpectedly it will not be the deep kind of sadness you expected to feel. You were thinking it will be really hard to move on from so and so person, but actually it will not be, because they're not meant to be in your life. Okay, now what the catalyst does is once they leave is when there is super acceleration of your spiritual journey, your ascension path. As well as those of you who are genuine twin flames, you will find a lot of acceleration in your spiritual metaphysical studies, understandings, epiphanies, starting to see your own patterns, starting to understand where you need to work on yourself, be it anger, grief, frustrations, impatience, because patience is one of the biggest lessons any twin flame coach will tell you. You have to master patience, okay? Patience, practice, persistence. Patience, practice, persistence, the 3 P's, okay? You have to be okay with changes, accepting changes, going with the flow. That is the second most important lesson as twin flames. The third is letting go of any preconceived ideas, notions, expectations vis-a-vis outcome, vis-a-vis how you want to see the certain relationship happen, what you expect from your partner. You have to start letting go of all of that. Till when? Forever, till you have mastered it, till you have become pure white. Okay, if we are all our cloths, the patterns, the designs that the society has made on us, our genetic lineage codings have made on us, our ancestors might have made on us, our previous experiences might have made on us. They are patterns and designs which are now being washed one by one. And please remember, this entire process, be it of ascension or twin flame, is like the onion. Why do I call it the onion, or why do, or maybe others also call it the onion process? Is one layer at a time you peel off, and you keep peeling one layer at a time, and you will feel, but I've already done this. But you might have done it just from the superficial, then you'll go deeper and deeper and deeper. Those of you who have listened to some of my audios or my other updates know I give the example of the swimming pool. For example, when you start, it is the kiddie pool, then you start at the shallow end, and then you go to the deep end, then you learn diving, and then when you go to the Olympics pool, you're like, oh man, I can't do this, and then you're taken to, say, the English Channel. So, how much will you master? That depends on your soul and where it is intending to take you. If you're intended to become a guide and a master, not just for in the human body but at the soul level, then it will be a longer path. You have to master much more and gain much more perfectionism. We all carry imperfections, and sometimes, even though you have cleared out certain programs or habits or behaviors, they do come back, especially during retrogrades or eclipses. Your old behavior, your old patterns, your old doubts, fears do surface because they have re-entered, because it's familiar. Yes, it depends. Now, right, Ravisha, you're right at the beginning of your journey. I'm coming back to what the catalyst does for you. What is catalyst? If you have been recently, you must be out of school. In the chemistry lab, what does the catalyst do? It accelerates the coming together or separation of, say, the molecules, the atoms, so they go where they need to go. The positives go to the positive, and the negatives go to the negative, charge goes to the negative, right? That was the experiment we all did in school, and that's what in the twin flame journey the catalyst does for us. It tells that person, brings us out. So you have to always stay in gratitude. You might not be immediately in a state of gratitude when you have just broken up or the relationship has ended, but you will by and by realize that I learned the most. And the most important thing is your catalyst introduces you to the signature, energy signature of your twin flame. And otherwise, you might have never even accepted, acknowledged, or been able to deal with what your twin flame actually is. You have to do ho'oponopono with anyone you have had any significant relationship with, be it best friends in school, be it certain teachers, especially those who gave you a hard time, be it siblings, parents, grandparents, uncles and aunts, ex-partners, ex-husbands, the karmics of your twin flame. You have to keep doing ho'oponopono, because end of the day we all belong to the same soul family, and we are all helping each other, yes, even by triggering. When somebody is not there for you, they actually help you become empowered or take charge of that situation on your own. They are making you independent. If somebody just stepped in every time there was something going wrong in your life, you would never be able to stand up and take charge and become fully independent. You would become and stay codependent. You would be used to having a crutch all the time. You would not put pressure on the leg that is now healed. Yes, once it had got fractured, but now you have to learn to put pressure, take the little bit of pain, and walk if you want to walk properly ever again. If you keep using the crutch, the wheelchair, taking support, you will never learn to walk on your own 2 feet. As a mother, I can tell you, I wanted to rush in when my child would fall, but I wouldn't. As when he was a toddler, when he was learning to, walk and run, he would fall, scrape his knees, all of that. But if I rushed in all the time, he would have become so dependent on me. He might have become scared, but he saw that I acted like, oh, it's okay, I was busy doing my own stuff. He would get up and do the thing again. I'm not saying don't keep your children safe. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you can't keep rushing in or wanting someone to rush in to bring you out of your storm. It's 11:11 on the counter. Okay. So with your catalyst, you have to be very grateful. Another thing, that what happens after the catalyst for a lot of us, I'm not saying it's a universal thing or it's 100% going to be like that, but you kind of lose interest in frivolous relationships. You find it harder and harder to get into a romantic relationship, or find yourself you're not very easily attracted, because what they have done is cleared your path for your twin flame to enter. As soon as you learn anything that your catalyst was supposed to teach you or trigger in you, or act as the catalyst to bring it to the surface, so that you start masticating it and processing it and converting into wisdom or knowledge and implement it, the minute you will start doing that, you'll start releasing their energy. Okay, it's very important for you to regularly cut cords. And if you once you have gone through a breakup, especially, you have to not only cut cords once, several times, because you are so connected that the cords keep reattaching. It can be with toxic people, it can be with exes. So every night, if you don't know how to cut cords, just ask Archangel Michael to come in with his brilliant sword and cut any cord which is negative or toxic. You don't need to know who it is attached to or whatever. Now, uh, I read that, Ravisha, I'll address it. So, sorry. You have to cut your cords. You have to keep calling back your energy and returning somebody else's energy. For those of you who are working with me, or you wish to learn these tools from me, I am very open to doing that. Please just text me or on SMS or on WhatsApp, and I will put together a workshop. And so when you need to keep clearing, and Ho'oponopono is the answer, Ravisha. You have to sit with your sadness. You have to acknowledge, what are you feeling? I'm feeling rejected. I'm feeling isolated. I feel maybe I was not good enough. I feel, betrayed. I feel XYZ. What is causing the sadness? Saying I'm sad is not good enough. You have to dissect it, bifurcate it. You have to know what the hell you are feeling, which is why journaling is such an important tool on this journey. And once you have sat with it, this is what the inner work workshop is all about. Please, those of you who are on this path, you must attend it. I charge very little. I charge something that you might, get a one dinner outing with, or maybe it's lesser than your beauty parlor trip. Okay, much less than a manicure costs. Okay, so this is how you do inner work, Ravisha or Vibha. You need to learn, because just knowing, sometimes things coming to your awareness automatically clears it, but sometimes you need to really learn how to do your inner work. How do you understand where it is coming from? What is your core issue? What do you really need to heal? And you cannot look for it outside. What the catalyst does teach you also, if you are paying attention, is to stop looking for love from the outside. What do I mean by outside? Expecting it from outside people. Be it your parents, be it your friends, be it your lover, be it whoever, you stop looking for I hope I'm back. Okay, so once you stop looking for love from the outside, you start going inside and you start healing your inner children. There is a process. Like I said, it's onions, right? You have to do it one thing at a time. You cannot rush it. You cannot say, how can I heal everything in one go? How can I heal all my physical symptoms in one go? You go to a physical doctor and tell him, I'm suffering from this. How can I heal it in one go? He'll say, FO. It's not going to happen. We'll take it one thing at a time. Okay, it took you so many years to build up all these diseases, and now you want it to go in 1 hour. How is that possible? So is it with your emotional health, so is it with your spiritual health. When, as an hypnotherapist, I always say to people, you have lived on this earth for 30 years or whatever the age is. You've had many multiple past lives. You've lived on multiple timelines, and yet you are not willing to give me even those 30 hours to work with you. How do you think you're going to be able to do it in 2 sessions of 1 hour each and expect a miracle to happen? Sometimes it really does. Okay, sometimes I'm not saying it never happens, but you have to be willing to wait. And it does not happen, oh, let me have 5 sessions back to back. Whatever is brought up, you need to clear it out, learn the lessons, implement the wisdom that has come in, and then you can move on to the next clearing. Okay, so if, for example, even if you're making chola, okay, you soak it the previous night, then you boil it, then you make the masala, and then you recook it. There's a process involved. You say, no, 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 I have these dry cholas and let's now make it right now. It's not going to happen. Be it biryani, be it chole, anything worth the while, there are processes involved. Okay, so if you want, for example, somebody, if you are into beauty stuff and all, if you've got a perm done, okay, and then you go and say, I want to color it also, and I want extensions also, and I want to have strands also, they'll say, no, your hair will get damaged. You cannot do it before X amount of weeks have passed. You will ruin your hair. Anything, there are steps involved, right? So with your catalyst, one of the things that happens is you lose interest in seeking love from the outside. You have to then go inward, heal. And I have mentioned before, I'll mention it again, your catalyst is one of the hardest to let go of. You might let them go from life, but from your heart, they kind of create a hole inside you. And um they leave a kind of hole inside you, which then you have to fill with your light, your love, your self empowerment, and that's how they make you worthy or ready for your twin flame to come in. And I did not know about this, and I was not aware that I had let go. I had done Ho'oponopono with my catalyst. I'm a very different kind of a being. I'll talk about that some other time. But I was always there. I still am. I'll always be there for my catalyst. If ever he needs me, God forbid, in any manner, good, bad, whatever, I'll always be there because I have such a soft corner for him. But I had to let go of him energetically, and I did that, and I'm wondering what is going on. And then I realized I've not taken back my own energies, which I had poured inside over there, be it by concern, be it by worrying about him, be it about all the love I had poured in, or anything that I was not meant to put inside over there with him. I had to retract all my energies and integrate them with me. And when the day I did it, Within a week, my twin flame came in. Although he had been in love with me for almost more than a year before that, he was not able to come and speak up to me. All right. So doing the energy exchange, not as in money exchange, the energetic exchange, what you were not, you have to take it back, you have to send back certain things. So you have to work. You can learn it from me, Vibha. I will put together a few short videos. I'm finding it very difficult. There's something happened since last Mercury retrograde. I'm hoping before this Mercury retrograde all will get sorted out. A lot of my videos have gone on pause because of some technical issues, which is why, and I think it has been waiting. There are some people who are supposed to do certain workshops with me, so I think something has been put on hold because they have to enroll or something like that is going on. I'm not really sure, but this is one of the things I will wish to just share. It is something very important for all of us to know. Now, what kind of foods? I have talked about this again and again and again. It depends on whether, like what I refer to, lower 3D, higher 3D, lower 4D, higher 4D, lower 5D, higher 5D, wherever you are, and plus depending on the energies, the intense energy, the downloads, the upgrades, your food preferences will change. My only advice is just listen to your body. uh, if somebody is telling you don't do this, don't do that, that is their truth. If somebody tells you that you should be completely vegan, you should be completely vegetarian, even eggs are bad, even that is bad, that's their belief system. Let them follow it. You follow your truth. Sometimes a bit of junk food is required because it's not required, but your body craves it. Because sometimes when there are very intense energies or you're feeling very ungrounded, you're just floating. Sometimes these things manage to ground you. Of course, there are better tools out there. I'm not saying it is not out there, and I'm not propagating eat junk food or eat non veg. I'm saying listen to your body. Okay, the pain releasing only happens through inner work, and it takes time. It depends on you, it depends on how deep the wounds run, but sometimes you need help. Sometimes you cannot do the whole thing on your own. You need to get energy clearing done, quantum healing done, regressions done. Sometimes you need the entire package, and it might take anything. Okay, those of you on the twin flame path, quick thing over here. Once you go into separation after the initial triggers, the triggers are telling you what you need to heal, release, master. And once you go into separation, it's generally because now you are being given time to work individually. The example I would use is you both are put into different ICU or into different operation theater. You cannot have your beds next to each other while you're going through surgery. So you are in your own individual operation theaters. You're divine masculine, you are the divine feminine, vice versa. You're in two different operation theater because you are being individually worked on. You need to do your inner work, come to self love. Certain things have to be mastered, self mastery, become independent, leave your codependencies, addictions, fears, fear of society, old belief systems. Okay, oh, only such people flirt. Flirting is not necessarily sexual, it is not necessarily a bad thing. A playful energy. I flirt with everyone. I call everyone a baby doll. I'm like girly girl. Hey, you honey, how you doing, love? I talk like that. This is flirting. This is making someone feel loved, feel they there's a connection. You're looking so beautiful, you're so gorgeous. I don't fake it. I never fake it. But if I like something, I will say it, and I will say it in that um, tone. I flirt with, you know, babies. Oh my god, you little gorgeous little pie. This is flirting. This is bringing out the playful, uh, loving side of you. Does not mean, it has to mean something. Every relationship does not have to result. You meet a guy for the first time and you're like checking him out, is he worthy of being married? What is wrong with you people? Stop. Just enjoy your interaction. There are many more relationships than just settling down and marrying. You can learn so much from each other. Every human being is a walkie talkie encyclopedia. Learn from the experiences. They all have individual strengths. They are masters of something or the other, no matter how idiotic they might seem. If somebody is frivolous, maybe you need to learn how to be frivolous from them. If someone is too laid back, maybe you are too stressed out and they have come to bring it to your notice that you need to chill out a little bit. Okay, instead of just saying, he said I love you to me, wondering when is the engagement going to happen, when is the marriage going to happen. It's not going to. Not every relationship is going to be going into a certain standard relationship of marriage. Get over this horse of marriage first of all. Ravisha, you are very young. You have to be very open to all forms of social interactions. If somebody is texting you, calling you, this, that, instead of freaking out, just go with the flow. See where it's going. Just enjoy it. It doesn't have to mean anything. If you're going to be so scared of life is for experiencing everything, the highs, the lows, the high tides, the tsunamis, the earthquakes, the volcanoes. We don't stop living on earth just because all these natural disasters happen. If a child fell down once and refused to try to walk again or crawl again, they would never none of us would be walking or cycling or doing anything in life. The first time somebody pushes you into the swimming pool and you're gasping for air, either you can get scared and never swim ever again, or you can laugh about it and learn. You know, Stop being scared of making mistakes. We are all going to make mistakes. you know just go and just dive in and just start experiencing everything life is bringing to you. No experience is worthless. It always leaves you richer somehow, in some way, emotionally, mentally. Learning a new culture, learning a new language, eating something from a new cuisine, any which way, your experience is making you richer. When you're traveling, instead of just going to the shopping mall and eating and buying clothes, oh my god, go talk to the locals, try new foods, try doing something, experience, look at the landscapes, interact with the people from there. Traveling and vacation is not about going and buying perfumes and clothes. I have traveled nearly half the world. I really have, from America to most of Europe. In India, I have traveled extensively. Oh, I've missed Australia, New Zealand, and Africa, but I have traveled a lot. I have stayed vegetarian throughout. I'm vegetarian by choice. I have the gravies. But if you're not willing to open your mind, if you're going to stick to the known, life is not ever going to give you sureties, guarantees, predictabilities. It is all about change. It is all about taking a chance. It's all about falling in love again and again and again. Sometimes with the dream, sometimes with the passion, sometimes with the job, sometimes with the hobby, sometimes with people. From knowing what is a crush to infatuation to being in a purely lustful relationship to having your heart broken to being in a true highest form of love to being with a karmic to being with a soulmate to having the love of a friend to finding your soul family with someone you didn't even know 2 months ago, like you guys. You're my soul family. You're my soul tribe. Some of you I feel so deeply emotionally connected to, though I've not even met you. I can just sense your presence around me sometimes. Life is for living, not for being safe. You don't go to the beach and not want to get your toes dirty or get your body wet. Life is for dunking into the water. It's about how good you can become at deep diving. You have to become deep divers now that you're on this path. You cannot be scared. You cannot be scared of love and interactions and connections. Oh, they hurt me, that one hurt me. No one hurt you. You got hurt. You were holding on to certain expectations. Okay? Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Live, live, live. You have a long life ahead of you. You will meet many people, and the more, the richer your gravy is. You put just onions in your gravy, nice enough. But if you put garlic and if you put ginger and you put tomato and then you mash a bit of something to thicken it, or you put spices, it depends how rich you want your life to be. And the more experiences, the richer it's going to be. I think we're going to get interrupted just now. There we go. Just hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Son just came back from school, so I'm going to now have to cut it short. I hope I've answered some of the questions that have come to me. Of course, this is a very long topic. I can talk and talk and talk about it. I'll just quickly take any questions you have right now. Love you, love you, love you, love you, Vibha. I'm dying to meet you. Where's my Ravisha, darling? Okay, the second thing that you have to live in is gratitude. One is forgiveness, one is gratitude. The more you're thankful for, I love cooking, so a lot of my analogies are food based, they are bike based, they are my potty humor based. I love you girls, and I just want to tell you, live in gratitude, live in gratitude, be thankful for even the experiences you think are negative. And I do talk very passionately, so please do not think that, oh my god, that she's scolding or she's being bossy or she's being this. I just talk like this. I talk very intensely. People in front of me, they're like, whoa, what's going on, like I talk like, see, my speed has increased. When I'm passionate about something, I just talk like this, okay? So and don't mind me if I have been like going off like a choo-choo train at you guys. I'm just here. I'm so eager to share, to help, and don't ever think that I don't want your questions. But sometimes there's a lot going on in my life, and it might take me a little while to get back to you guys. And I read each and every comment, be it here, be it on WhatsApp or anything. But just sometimes I'm multitasking, and so I might not be able to get back immediately. But whatever interesting questions I get, I will even address it on live stream, so that more and others can also gain benefit. Because we might think this is personal. No, we are walking pretty similar templates, and we are going through pretty much the similar things. If you think that somebody is, you're alone, nobody will get you, not true. Some of us are a little ahead of you, some of them are a little behind you, but we are all pretty much walking the same path and pretty much going through the same thing. Isolation, feeling lonely, crying like there's no tomorrow, a heart hurting like somebody just took a stab and stabbed it like 100 times, going through pain, feeling misunderstood. Exactly. I have mentioned this before, I'll mention it again. Whatever twin flames go through, the minute we process it or we have anchored it, it goes into the collective, right? And that's how you are meant to be a light worker. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't catch that comment, Vibha. You're feeling something today. It just disappears so quickly. So you are here to anchor love, unconditional love, all forms of love. To reach the level of unconditional love, you have to first know all other forms of love. Well, Ravisha says amen, Vibha, so I'll also say amen. Energetic, awesome, because uh, at least That's a good start for us, right? Today, when I'm managing to do a lot of things, I think we cleared the energy, the previous few days. I also want a hug, Vibha. Very mean. Okay, so you are here to be the light bearers. You are here to anchor in unconditional love. You are going to feel challenged. You are going to have to overcome insecurities and possessiveness. Hugs, 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 hugs all around. Love you, mwah, mwah to all of you. And sorry, I've got all distracted now. My energies are now everywhere. So I'm going to leave you all with a lot of love and light. I just might be back again. Depends on my phone's battery. I have I've put a battery pack so that it I can talk a little longer, but I have to go and give my son his snack, and I might be back, I think, around 4 o'clock. Let's see, God willing. And in the meantime, if you have questions, leave it in the comments, or you can text me if it is too personal. All right. Yes, it is goddess energy, and there's been pink and golden energies. I have been literally seeing it. I don't know, it's been amazing. These rains that happened, they have just brought in such positive energy, and it was like all the density and darkness has kind of been washed away. But the poor divine masculines are going through shitty time. They are being triggered, and they're going through the dark night of the soul, and they're feeling all worked up and blah blah. So today I thought, let's not cover the divine masculines. They had it coming. Sorry. अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है is the only thing I can tell the divine masculines. Love you girls. Please share, please like, please comment, please all the regular, and please, if you have groups, please, if you have friends who are twin flames or who think they might be twin flames or on the ascension path, please do share my group with them, my videos with them. If you have missed my 3 videos on ego, because right now you might feel you need to hear and understand what ego is, not ahankar or pride as is misunderstood, please do go through my 3 videos on ego.